Hi friends, welcome back to Lost Without a Plan as we look ahead to the month of March in my Makselife companion notebooks. Together we're going to look at my reflections for February, set up this March spread just with whatever's coming up, any important dates, and then we're going to set up week 1 in March, which is week 9. That sounds like fun. Be sure to hit the like button and we'll be right back. Welcome back. I wanted to start with a look back at my February. Today we're going to take a peek at my remix. I use this as like a mood tracker, a gratitude journal, kind of journaling what happened during the month of February. I did it in January as well. I just kind of use all these fun little stickers. Some of them are from Beyond Paper Flowers. I believe these ones are. This one's from Shine Sticker Co. These right here are from Craft Penguin Planner, and this one I think was from Odd Loop, and we have a couple of other ones. Some of these are printables that I did from Love to Print, but this little planner girl is one of my favorites, so I tend to follow her wherever she is. And this one over here is from Planner Kate. So let's take a peek and zoom in on some of the things that happened in the month of February. So as you can see, we started off with a very busy deadline, and then I had lunch with my friend Marie right afterwards, and then I caught up on my filming. I got a pedicure with my friend Carla, and then we did a bunch of cookie deliveries this day. So I drew some little boxes of cookies. Then I was trying to catch up this day, and I was super tired, but then I got to go to the Cheesecake Factory with my friend Claire. And then I phoned a friend and got caught up on my YouTube stuff. Then it's a beautiful day to leave me alone because my car broke that day. And the rest of the month has been dealing with not having a car, really. I called up my best friend and talked to her about what was going on. Then we took a road trip to Santa Maria, where I got to visit one of my friends who's working there. And I had brunch with my aunt and my cousin. We went swimming, and I visited Dutch Brothers for the first time. You'll have to tell me, do you guys ever go to Dutch Brothers? They have some really wild mixes. But I think Violet tried something called a blue hurricane. It was really interesting. And then Violet stapled her thumb this day. I was pretty worried about her. She was not okay. She missed dance that day and needed lots of snuggles. Then we went car shopping on Valentine's Day. More car shopping, still no winners. And then I went to my Girl Scout management meeting and met some new friends. And then we headed off on our Sonoma trip. And the first day when we got there, we had a tasting dinner at a winery called Flowers. It was so good. If you're ever in the Russian River Valley, go there. That place was bomb. And then Napa Valley. We went to Napa Valley on Saturday and we visited Quintessa and Faust. And then in downtown Napa, we stopped at Jam Cellars. Jam Cellars was cool. It was kind of like a speakeasy type with lots of music and fun Rolling Stone posters. It was kind of cool. Quintessa was very upscale, beautiful winery. We got to see the caves there. That was fun. And then Faust was awesome. I think it's called Faust House. It was like a haunted house kind of look and feel, and you could have this beautiful view of the vineyard and explore the house. And the house had like a story about darkness and light, and like the whole lower floor was like black and the upper floor was all white. It was very cool and contrasty. And then there was like a speakeasy downstairs that was kind of like a modern cave bar area. It was very cool. And then we went on Sunday to a creamery and had a tour of how cheese was made and got to see some cheese that is aging, and that was pretty gross. I'm not sure if you know, but it's a lot of weird science happening with cheese. But it was delicious and we really enjoyed it. And then we went out for Italian food and had some fun games. And then my favorite part of the trip was on Monday, we went to see the redwoods and we went on a hike. That was a lot of fun. And then when we got home, I got caught up, but I was so tired from going. I don't usually stay up late, so this was a lot of staying up late. And then I had a one-on-one date with Violet on the 22nd, and I got caught up on my reading over the 2 days. And then I was super tired, even more car shopping. And then there's a huge rainstorm. Trees came up all over town. There was flooding and lakes and road closures. It's been interesting. And then I had to catch up on my planning this day. And this day we went out for our anniversary on a cruise, a brunch cruise through a nearby bay. And we didn't know that this was going to happen because all of this rain stuff, but it worked out. And that's my 12th anniversary. So that's where we are with February. There are a couple more days left of February, but they fall into March because we were breaking it down that way. So then let's look at my monthly reflections. My biggest wins this month were that I read 7 books. I got really caught up this month on my reading, and I even jumped ahead a little bit, so that's exciting. And then we got to have time with family and friends and vacations. Had a lot of connection. Things that are not working are home care and learning. Home care because I wasn't home a lot, and learning because I just didn't really find anything that I liked. So I'm going back to basics, I think, for March. And what I learned is it's hard to be social and get stuff done, and that my learning failed, so I'm going to try different things. I'm most grateful for my family and my friends. I didn't realize how much I was missing out on during the pandemic with all of the things that went on. And then for habits I want to nurture, I want to continue to connect, but find a more manageable amount. And focus for next month is learning and expanding my channel. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do that, but it's an idea. And I'm going to give this month an 8 because there was a lot of fun memories that were made. Now for March. Okay, so for this month, there isn't very much happening here. We just have my husband's birthday is on the 21st. I'm just going to use this green metallic Kurtaki to make a little mark here on the 21st for his birthday. I think it kind of matches the color. And then the only other thing to note is that I have my mammogram up here on this Friday. So I'm going to mark those, let them dry for a second. And grabbing my friction click, just make sure it's dry. So, and then mammo. And those are really the only 2 things that I think are happening here. Pretty sure that my deadline falls later. This deadline is up here though, so I'm going to put a mark right here. It is not a full line. There we go. To mark my deadline. Nope, not dry yet. Got some on my finger. Got to be a little more patient. Okay. Deadline. Okay, so that's it for this setup. I did write that it's Women's History Month. I'm going to try and incorporate some of this information, some fun things in with my one-on-one dates with Violet this month. And then here are my monthly goals. I've set this up earlier because when I write, the camera shakes a little and I don't really want you guys to have to suffer through that. But let's see, we have looking back to my annual goals. Let me jump back over here and pull this out. Got my little bookmark there. Okay, so as you can see, I want to read 52 books this year, and I'm already 10 books in, maybe 11, I think 10, and I want to have more fiction. So I have 2 books that I'm scheduled to read for my book clubs. I have 2 Weeks Notice, which is a self-help book for Purpose-Driven Mom Club, and We Begin at the End. I think the 2 Week Notice just came out, so it should be interesting to hear about this new book. When We Begin at the End is a fiction book, but it's for the Girl Scouts book club. And then I'm going to use these 2 to fill in some new fiction. I just have to figure out what I want to read next. I have a whole list on my Goodreads. I just want to go through and pick a few, whatever sounds interesting. And then for Lost Without a Plan, I want to do 2 videos a week, so I marked 5 spots. There's 5 weeks in this month. And then I want 3 reels per week. I'm going up from 2 reels a week, which is what I've been doing on Instagram. So I've stuck 5 markers there, and then I want to work on my content planning. I want to do some wacky holidays. You'll see a list of all the wacky holidays in my monthly plan with me. That video should already be up, so be sure to check my monthly playlist. I'll actually link it down below to see what wacky holidays fall in March. And then I want to plan some spring break fun. Spring break is the 2nd and 3rd week of next month, so I want to find some things that we could do that are fun. Maybe have a camping trip. Gotta look some stuff up. I think I'm gonna go back to the basics and take there's some new updates to my Purpose-Driven Mom Club course called SOAR, and I think I'm gonna start it over from start to finish. I always learn something new when I do that course, so I think it will be fun to take it again. I think this will be my 4th time, probably my 4th time taking it. And then I'm gonna take the values quiz from Club Moxie. It's not their quiz. They actually talked about it in their January training session, and she said that she learned a lot about herself in it. So I'm going to go back and find that link and take that this month. And then I have my Q2 planning with Kara from Purpose-Driven Mom. It's actually a free planning, and I think it's the last week of March. So I'll definitely have that linked in my future videos, so that if you want to join, it's totally free. It's like a 4-day thing, and you learn a ton about how to plan your quarter and look ahead and break down goals. And then I have some work projects I need to work on, logo, some other freelance, and then of course my magazine deadline happens every month. Then we have Jeremy's birthday. I have some fun with Violet, and I'd like to try and call or text a friend once per week at least. So I'll put 5 little dots for that. I think we'll probably only have time for 3 times the fun because we have a lot of boothing in the first 2 weeks of March because she's still selling cookies. And then for health, let's look up my goals so that you could see. I forgot to switch it over, but I'd already looked through that. Let me scooch this over here. So for health and wellness, I have exercise and healthy habits here. So I want to continue my Pilates. I think I've scheduled 13 times this month, hoping to add like at least 3 more classes, but I put 10 just in case, so that I have a buffer in case something happens, then I can still reach my goal. And then healthy meal plan, I'd like to have less treats on my meal plan and more produce and protein. Then I wanted to have self-care time. I need to schedule a manicure, and I have my mammogram. I have a business roundtable call for a Purpose-Driven Mom Club, and then the Club Moxie Q&A and training. And then I have 3 Girl Scouts meetings, troop, management, and leader. And then I wanted to keep an eye on my gratitude, which is basically my remix thing, just to make sure that I'm updating it every week so that I don't have to do it all at once. And then for finance, I just wanted to make sure I do my March billing for my freelance and the logo stuff, and then working on limiting my personal spending. I've been doing really good. I haven't bought a ton of planner stuff, you guys. You'll be very proud of me. And then physical environment, I need to declutter my office space. I've already kind of decluttered and went through my stickering and Lost Without a Plan's planner stuff, but I need to go through really old paperwork that's in my desk, so I put that on there. And then when we buy a new car, hopefully very soon, I want to keep up with a weekly tidy. So wish me luck, guys. I really need a new car. Anyways, that is my annual goals and my March monthly goals. Let's jump ahead to weekly actions. I've already set these up as well. So for the first week, this is my deadline week. I want to start reading 2 weeks notice after my deadline, which is on the 1st, so I have like 4 days in it. And then I want to work on finding my next fiction books. And then I have my check boxes for Lost Without a Plan. I have my mammogram on Friday, and I have 2 Pilates scheduled. As you can see, I used the yellow dot all over, and I didn't want to do that, so I went back, and it's okay. It's just mine. I'm the only one who sees it, right? Anyways, for spiritual and personal, I have my Club Moxie challenge and training, and then we have the leader meeting and the troop meeting in the first week. Of course, my deadline, and I have to do the logo design, at least get a first proof out to them, hopefully buy a car. And then I have Violet's cookie booth, and my one-on-one that I'm thinking we'll do is we might just go and have lunch afterwards, because I think it's from 10 to 12, so she's gonna be starving. And then we have my weekly reset for physical environment, and that is it. I'm super excited to see what the month of March holds. You'll have to tell me a fiction book that you love in the comments, because I just really like hearing what everybody likes. But I like a good story that has twists and turns and a little bit of fun mixed in. So if you have any recommendations on your favorite fiction, please put it down in the comments, and I think that's it. So thanks for hanging out with me today. Like, subscribe, and ring the bell, and I will catch you next time.